Okay, so what I would advise you to do is get someone like a claims adjuster or an attorney that is specialized in those types of things and claims, and ask for their opinion and get their help, because at the end of the day, you do what you do, but you're not into insurances, right? So you don't go and you don't battle these insurance companies. So you need to go to the experts, the subject matter experts that do that. So that's what I advise you to do. There are people out there that's all they do. They go claims and they battle the insurance companies on your behalf. So if you have a claim that they denied you, don't just leave it like that. Go to someone.
Well, here's why I'm kicking a tantrum. Okay, I found out that over the years, yes, they did increase my rate, but I don't pay attention to everything, and I didn't realize that they had me underinsured. So the house was insured for a lower amount to what the house really is worth, and I found that out in the midst of all of this.
That doesn't really mean anything. I'll tell you why. They do something. They do something called replacement cost estimator, which is a program that they use to estimate what your house is going to be and how much it's going to cost to be replaced. So once they cover the replacement cost, it could be okay. So your loan amount could be for $200,000, right? But to build your house or to replace your house, it could be $150,000. And the replacement cost estimator is the one that tells the insurance company how much it will take. Now, remember, when you get your insurance, you're also remembering that it's just a structure insurance. You're not including your land with it, because your land have value, right? So don't think about it like land and house. It's just think about it as house, because all the insurance company cares about is just your structure and your house. So you may think, oh, you know what? That doesn't include, my land, but the insurance company's not thinking about your land. All they're thinking about is your structure of your house. So you may find that a lot of times the insurance company is going to have a little bit lower value to yours, but that's pretty much normal now.
I don't like normal. I mean, in my mind, I hear what you're saying, but my mind is processing it differently. And certain things when I get information that I don't like,
right,
it takes me at least a day or a couple hours to adjust to it. I'm sure I'm not the only one that is like that.
I'm very sure you are. And here's the thing, what people don't realize, is it hits you harder when it's yours, right? When it's a personal deal, it hits you a little bit harder, and I get it. Everybody gets it like that.
I'm sorry, Gerald. What it is that Lima lofted a nice ball for you to hit, and you hit it for her because she didn't want to feel like she's the only one who gets upset when she gets information she doesn't like.
I know. I'm sure there's a couple other people out there that think like me. I know I'm not the only one.
You should start a Facebook group.
So another thing that I want to find out about is not just the interest rates. Okay, let me back it up a bit and let me clear my mind. With regards to mortgages, of which again that's your area of expertise. When someone is trying to get a mortgage, all right?
Right.
And I'd like you to please just explain. I know Kevin had explained it a while back. This was like over a year or two ago, but let's bring it forward to now. Can you explain the difference between what's the different loans again? A VA,
right. FHA.
FHA, and I'm missing one.
Conventional, USDA. There's a few of them.
Oh, there's more than that?
Oh yeah, there's a few of them. There's a good few types
of
mortgages.
The HUD.
Right?
To me, the HUD is the one that I hear a lot of often, and the VA.
Well, HUD really covers FHA, right? So FHA is more or less first-time home buyers. They do cater to a lower score individual borrower. They do understand that not everybody can have a 700 credit score. They do understand that a lot of people right now are trying to buy their first home and they never had credit counseling. They don't know what it's about. So FHA is a loan that's insured by the government that really caters for first-time home buyers, and it actually gives you a lower percentage down, right? Mm-hmm. So it's a 3.5% down rather than a 5 or 10 or 20% down. But what they do have is lifetime mortgage insurance, and people really need to be careful because a lot of times people might think, oh, I want to qualify for a first-time home buyer program. Well, you don't need to. because a conventional loan may be a better option for you, and they don't have lifetime mortgage insurance. And that's something people don't understand.
But don't you have to have isn't there a higher down payment or something like that?
No, I mean, the difference in down payment could really be because right now Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, the two conventional insurers, they have what's called a Home Ready and a Home Possible loan program, which is 97%, right? Which is only 3% down, as opposed to an FHA 3.5% down. You really need to have good credit to qualify for that. But at the same time, they cater for people with lower income, meaning that I think in Broward and Dade counties, you're only allowed to make like $52,000 a year, and you can qualify for what's called a Home Ready or Home Possible program. And what that does is it actually gives you a lower interest rate, it gives you a lower mortgage insurance premium, and it actually gives you a lower down payment.
Okay, so let me back it up. I'm gonna give you a whiplash for a second here. Let's go back to the insurance concern. I remember years and years ago, I was with another mortgage company, and I really can't remember why is it that my insurance lapsed on the house. But okay, a lot of people don't realize that what the mortgage company does is they put in a replacement
force-placed insurance.
Yeah, and it's the crappiest insurance that they will give you because they're looking for their interest. They ain't had time with you, you know.
Well, it's not the crappiest. It's the one that's mostly more expensive, right? Because they're not doing any shopping for you, right?
Yeah.
So force-placed insurance is for people that do not escrow their insurance, meaning that they don't pay the insurance with their monthly payments, right? So if you lapse on your insurance, let's say you're paying your principal and interest only, and you didn't pay, and you have your taxes and insurance that you pay outside. If you don't pay your taxes, if you don't pay your insurance, and the bank finds out that your property is uninsured, they have a right to have it insured, and they have a right to go to any insurance company and get it insured and place that cost upon you. So that's what it is. So force-based insurance is really a policy that the insurance company get that is not shopped and is not geared to you. So it's whatever the premium is, they slap it onto you, you have to pay it, and it covers them. So you're absolutely right.
And I think I remember now, as I'm listening to you, I'm remembering what had happened. I, over the years, have had to find ways to remind myself to do things, and I think I forgot to pay it. So what I did after that is now it pays with the mortgage.
Yes,
every year.
That's
it's
called
easier.
Escrow. So you escrow your account.
Yeah,
with
escrow.
Your
That's
payment.
what. Okay.
And it's good. You know, it's a good thing to do. A lot of times people, I don't want to escrow or whatever. But listen, at the end of the day, you have to pay insurance and you have to pay your taxes, right? That's not going to get away from. So a lot of times the mortgage companies, what they say is, look, if you don't escrow, we're going to charge you in the rate, or we're going to charge you for not escrowing, right? So if you escrow, you're going to save money in the rate or in the charges, and it's a better deal for you. Right, so escrowing your mortgage is always a good thing.
That's what I've been doing over the past 10 plus years, because I realize it's easy on my mind, and that's one less thing I have to worry about, and it's just do it, So you finally decide to join us, Kevin. That is.
It wasn't me, man. It wasn't me. These damn internets, man. These internets. I just wanted to take it up and just.
So we've been having a really good conversation with Gerard, because he kind of educated me on a couple things. There's one thing in particular that I'm going through with regards to house insurance and claims, and I'm going to leave it right there because I can't disclose too much because it's still going through a couple things with the insurance company. But at least that one particular claim I could talk about because they denied it already. So, I think I'm free on that one, But we good.
That guy is a smart guy. That guy is a bright fella.
Yeah, and he's from Sanford. No, he's not from Sanford.
No, he from town. He from town.
All right, well,
See.
We gave him a little.
All right,
Gerard.
See, all right.
Well,
you're up north with me. You're up north with me. All right, good. All right.
Yeah.
Gerard. Well, so we appreciate you.
Are we going? We done?
No. We still got at least 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes. So go ahead.
Gerard and I was talking yesterday about not scaring people. Remember that, Gerald?
Yep. That's what we should talk about.
So we were going to talk about this low inventory that we have in the marketplace right now, and this is not just in Florida, right? This is all over the doggone country. Like there aren't really any homes on the market to sell, or whatever homes that they're on the market to sell right now, there's some ridiculously high price. So, we were talking about, what do we tell qualified people? People are getting qualified now, at 220, 230, 240, 250, 260, and they can't find anything, right? Because the market is so hard. And he had to pull me back a little bit. He was like, no, don't say that too loud, because the people who get qualified at these numbers, we don't want to put them into some sort of doldrum of thinking that they won't be able to buy a house. So what were you saying?
But I'm listening to both of you, and then I'll let you and Gerard talk. But let me just add this in as far as housing and inventory and all of that. To add to that, what do you call it? Supplies is scarce.
Right.
I saw that. I saw an article on that this week.
We went there too. Went there too.
Yeah.
Remember, Gerard? We were talking about that.
The solution is really maybe trying to get a different avenue of what we can do to help people, right? And one of the avenues we talked about was maybe introducing something like a pre-construction to people that maybe are looking and are looking to find something right now and to put down and then gain equity by the time they close, right? So when you do a pre-construction, you get set at the price today, and by the time you close, it's usually 5, 8, 12% higher by the time you close your the price of your home. And that may be a solution, because right now, there's still builders out there building. There's still places out there that you can purchase. You may not be able to get a resale, right? Because that's what we're talking about. We're talking about resales. But, pre-construction may be the way to go right now, especially for those people that are looking to buy and don't want to be caught up in this crazy rat race of trying to find a home right now.
Okay, let me say this. But what about people who think like me, that they want it now, we don't want to have time to sit and wait? Yeah, I understand. Okay, it's building equity, but we want it now. We want it now.
You gotta wait.
It's a good idea.
You have those people, but then you have to weigh the consequences, right? What do you want to do? You want to pay now, pay higher, or you want to wait, get something that you really, really want? I mean, you're going to have to wait it out yourself.
Okay, so
who could very well be sitting down and doing pros and cons of everything, right? What are the pros of waiting, or what are the cons, and what are the pros of getting it now, and what are the cons? So that's what you're going to do.
So let me ask this next question, a follow-up question to that. See, now you both had this conversation, and this is a route that you all are probably going to discuss with some of your clients. How have they been receiving that news so far?
Well, I'll tell you something. We just talked about this yesterday, and it actually brought a light bulb to both of our heads, because we really haven't been thinking about it or pushing it. Now, granted that it may not be the solution for everybody, right? We understand that. But what it does do, it tells people that there is hope out there, and there is, places for them to be. Because a lot of times what happens is people, they give up. Right. And you don't want that. Right. You want people to be in a house. You want everybody to get be in an American dream. Right. Be a homeowner. Right. So you have to give them every single type of solution. Now, there are homes out there. We just need to, as realtors, need to find them. And they just need to what I would call work a little harder to get it for them. They are out there. Right. Now, the problem is the bidding process. Right. So you come in, you find a house that you like, and then you find out that there's 5 contracts on it, or you find out that someone is buying it for cash, right? That can be frustrating, right? So we have to find different solutions, and one of the solutions is, new construction. I'm open to some new solutions from Kevin, because Kevin's the one who's out there. Maybe some solution could be as easy as finding a fixer-upper. Now, that's easier said than done, but they're out there also, right? So maybe you get something on the cheaper side, and then you put the money, sweat equity, and everything into that, and build it to how you want it, right?
But I'm listening again. As you talk, I'm listening, and I'm dwelling on the whole new construction thing. And I think, yes, that is a route that you all should push a little bit, because a lot of times when people want to buy a home, they don't think about new construction because they don't think that it's an easy process for them. And if you can present it to them where it's like, in the steps where it's this is so doable. That I think would help people to think differently about, instead of looking for a home that's already built. Hey, why not build something that's what the way you want it? And so I think that's something I will encourage you guys to push that route, because I'm listening and I'm liking it, and I'm not even looking for a house.
I'm thinking that Kevin has some good ideas when it comes to new construction, because he actually is involved with dealing with some builders and stuff like that, and he can do that. I am part of the financing part of it, so I can help with the financing and teach people how the financing works for the new construction. But then also too, you also remember there are builders out there with homes that do that also too. So when you say new construction, there's actually two routes of new construction that you can go. You can go with a builder and have everything done for you, and you don't have to worry about everything, or you can go it and try and do it on your own with the help of a realtor and someone who understands the loan process. And you can do it that way. And those are more customized. You know, I want to build a house like this. I'm going to get an architect and build it like this and do it that way. But, you know, there's more than one route you can go when it comes to new construction.
But because I'm biased, I tend to like the last one, which is go with your realtor, because that's a personal experience, or personalized experience. Because with going with a building company, that's a corporation, and remember that old thing that
usually also
that Romney got in trouble for. He said corporations are people. No, they're not. Okay.
But and sometimes people they do like cookie cutter. They do want to go in there and smell and touch and feel and all that. Because when you talk about new construction, now you're telling someone, hey, look, put this in your mind. Imagine your house being here. Imagine it looking like this. Imagine it doing like that.
Exactly.
Some people don't have that, right? They want to be able to touch it, feel it, smell it. You know, look, this is what it is, type of thing. So everyone's different.
Okay, so we gotta make room for the next guest. But Gerard, when I do the edits, I will again put your phone number in there, and you know, encourage people again. Listen to the show. There's so much information on here. It's real life experience. I mean, the one that I shared about my insurance company, I know I'm not the only one going through that ish. You know, so we're gonna keep pushing, keep sharing, and thank you guys for coming on. Kevin, you were late, but thank you for coming on.
No, that's fine.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Again, I mean, Gerard did his thing, man.
Yes,
so Gerard, we're going to see you, in another month or so?
Whenever, you know, Kevin has my number, so whenever you guys want me on, I mean, you know, I'm here. He knows that. Got to give me more than 2 minutes, though. All right? All right, guys. Have a good one.
Have a blessed weekend.
Thank you. Everyone take care.
Bro. Thanks. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah.
For every test there's an answer, in every song there's a melody. Truth and life reveals itself when we close our eyes. In every step there's a journey, in every seed there's infinity. We free ourselves to see the truth when we close our eyes. And we search to find ourselves, and we search to find the truth. And we search for meaning in life. But could you remind yourself of something you once held true? Can you close your eyes? And if you really want it, keep your heart and your mind wholly focused on God. And if your soul desires it, surrender your will, and He will bring it to pass. And if you're working for it, you'll order your steps, you're close enough to His plan. The word is placed inside of you, will make the change in your life. For every heart that is broken, there's a peace in the remedy. The light of life reveals itself in mercy's eyes. When we let go of perfection, we can be all that we need to be. We free ourselves to live the truth. When grace abides, we learn to find ourselves, and we learn to find the truth. and we find some meaning in life. Oh, the beauty inside yourself. What God has placed in you when you close your eyes. And if you really